Hopefully? Okay, yes. I did do this right. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before we get anywhere, I'm just gonna say it might be a little bit of a mess behind me. I might have a couple things set up weird. I don't really know. I'm kind of... Okay, good. I thought I was muted that whole time, though. I have a different one going for whatever reason. So, massive news to cover today. Like, probably the biggest piece of news that I've ever had to personally reveal here on Monster Jam Jackinator. And then we're going to have a little bit of fun with this right here that's going to come in towards the end. So, I don't really know how to really roll into this or anything. But there is some absolutely huge news. Alright. I'm trying this just to see if anyone's here yet or not. Ladies and gentlemen, this May 18th, it's a date that I think anyone that watches Monster Jam has got to be familiar with this date. And just over a month. Like, just over a month. Pretty much exactly a month by the time I'll be headed out there. Ladies and gentlemen, Monster Jam World Finals 23 in LA, right off the coast of Hollywood here. This is the first time I'm revealing anything like this anywhere, except for my Instagram note for people that follow me there. I am going to be attending Monster Jam World Finals 23, which is absolutely huge news. Now, right off the get-go, one of the biggest things about this for me is I've never been to one before. I was supposed to go to my first one back in 2019, when it was World Finals 20 and it was still in Las Vegas. Then they ended up moving it all the way to Orlando, and it was just, kind of on the east side that entire time. It finally came over my direction here in the west, hitting up California. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time my entire life, I've never been more excited to say this, I am going to Monster Jam World Finals 23, May 18th. So, yeah, that's gonna be massive. I'm gonna have a jam-packed week, and that's for sure. We're gonna be leaving the 17th. I don't know what qualifying is all about. Like, I haven't seen anything about qualifying at all. So I don't know if that's, like, gonna be happening or whatever, which is kind of strange to me. But, yeah, we're gonna be headed out there the 17th. Gonna be there all day the 18th, so I'm gonna be at the pit party. Any of you are interested, I will be in the pit party. But I'm not missing any events, right? So I'll be at the pit party, but I'm not missing skills, I'm not missing high jump, none of that. I'm gonna be watching the entire show. If I can, I will record the entire show. I'm not missing a second of this event, but I will be there in the pit party when competitions are not taking place. Now, there's a lot to go over with this event. And with it being my first time ever going, with me just going in general, it's going to be a completely new experience, right? Each year, at least the past few years that this channel's really been around, I kind of just talked about this event from, like, a third-person view. Like, I feel like now that I'm actually going to be attending it, there's a lot more excitement in each piece of news that will get announced. I'm going to be a lot more looking forward to hearing more about the event, and honestly, I just cannot wait. So I figured, what better way to kind of roll off of this new piece of news here than actually doing some predictions. So let me actually switch this around, because apparently this is first. So yeah, we're going to be doing a predictions list here. We have skills, high jump, and then your main field of 24, and we're going to be doing predictions for the lineups. Now, of course, until the actual lineups are revealed, I can't do predictions for winners because there's no, like, confirmation or anything that those are going to be happening. So, I'm not doing that. today it's just going to be lineup guesses and stuff like that. Now, it is important to note we do actually have that track revealed. So we could actually use that to kind of take some notes here. There it is. So, was it put here? Yeah, it had to be, right? How long ago was it already then? Or was it just in like their social media section at the bottom? No, it is. It was that long ago. So we are going to be taking some looks at this here as we try and formulate predictions later on. Once we get to who we think will win what and stuff, I think we're going to look a lot more into the details of the track and all that. But for what we're doing today, it has nothing to do with the track, nothing to do with anything like that. It's purely about who we think is going to be going. So, if you guys want to tag along, kind of help me out here as we go along, and bless me with your own predictions to see what we can come to a conclusion with. I'm more than open to try and see what you guys have to say about this event. And yeah, let's just get things started here. So the first competition that's going to be taking place at World Finals 23 is the Skills Challenge. So, specifically the two-wheel Skills Challenge, because it's the World Finals. It's not some regular event. No one's going to go out there and do some donuts. I don't know how the attempts are going to go since pretty much since they started in the competition, except 2020, you've only been allowed, one hit, but in 2019, sorry, I said 2020, I think. In 2019, it was 3 hits, so it's kind of weird there. I don't know, but for what it's worth, I'm thinking probably 2 hits. I don't know. But again, that's not really relevant to what we're doing right now. Right now, we're deciding what 8 drivers we think are going to be in this competition. Right off the bat, I already have kind of I feel like they're kind of the drivers that you're guaranteed to see in the competition, right? Like, it would be impossible not to see these 4 drivers in the skills competition, I feel like. Absolutely, yeah. So, I feel like I don't think a single one of these drivers hasn't been in the skills challenge since they started doing it. Armando might be an exception because he wasn't really a huge driver yet in 2019. That kind of started more recently. But I know he was there for World Finals 21 and 22. It's kind of a given that these 4 are going to be there, I feel like. I feel like it's just guaranteed at that rate. So after that, it's kind of hard, but I feel like Brandon Vincent used to be a huge one, and he's not going to be there. I think with that information in mind, I'm going to actually say Weston, because, I mean, he's an insanely technical driver, and I mean, it's just another gravedigger at the end of the day. So it's not very different than having Brandon Vincent as far as what trucks are going to be there goes. And like I said, Weston is incredibly technical. Like what we've seen him doing with the Sky Wheelies competition, at first everyone thought he was just doing that as an accident, and it probably wasn't intentional the first time. Then he started replicating that move at every event that he went to. Like, it was the thing he did where he would like get it onto a wheelie and then like twist it around and then set it down on the pod. Like, no other driver does stuff like that. Like, no other driver can just come out and invent a move like that just out of the thin air, right? So I feel like, well, I feel like it's kind of a given to see Weston there. Gosh, now is when it starts getting difficult. I don't know exactly how this will go, because I feel like the whole Team Throttle Monster World Finals thing has always been weird. They're never really there. But I feel like Dalton Widener is a perfectly fair choice for this. Like, he's perfected the moonwalk. He does the wheel out the window, while the tires are turned and he's crab walking it. I think Dalton Widener would be an excellent pick for the skills challenge. I'm not sure exactly how likely it is, but I would personally, like, believe that he would be in that competition. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe Fell has other plans, but I think that's a fair spot for him. Now before we go any further, I want to see what the lineup was for last year, kind of as a point of reference for where exactly we should be eyeing. This is like the most complicated way I could be doing this, but it's fine because it's not going to take that long. I'm going to use last year's lineup kind of as a point of guidance here. So we saw Camden. Oh, Weston was at the skills last year. Dang, I guess I just forgot about that. Yeah, I'd say Camden's probably a fair pick. I guess I'll do this by tour-ish. Kind of got messed up right here. It's by truck still, I guess. I don't know. So that leaves us one. So I could kind of see where each driver fills a gap, right? So, like, we had, like, this was the same. I'd say John Zimmer Jr., kind of instead of him, since he's not in Monster Jam right now, I'd kind of put Dalton. I think Dalton would be fair for that. And honestly, every other pick has been exactly the same. So, we just need to find out who would be instead of Tom. And I generally don't think Cody's going to be into that competition. Like, I don't think they're going to have him in there. So, it's kind of a hard pick after that. So, I'll actually try to look this up here. Monster Jam World Finals. I want to see... Nope, that's not what I asked for. Nope, that's also not... that's also not what I asked for. I want to see... Okay, is it really just not going to show up anywhere? Oh my god. I want to see what they had that year as well. To kind of see if we can point ourselves into any direction with that. No. No, it's the exact same. It's Tyler, Ryan, Tristan, Armando, Vincent, which turned into Weston, and then Camden. So yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same. We're not going to have Todd, we're going to have Dalton instead. So, gosh, now is the part when you it's even harder. Now you got to start looking at like this year's statistics and stuff. You have to start looking who's been doing good in the skills challenge like this year. Like, I don't know. I feel like Chris could be a candidate, but it's really hard to say. Right now, I think I'm kind of at a three-way split right now between Chris, where is he? Chris, Bryce, and if I can find him, Tony. Chris, Bryce, Tony. I think they could all be eligible, and honestly, even where was he? Maybe even Todd. Honestly, like I know earlier I said not Todd, but I don't know. He's kind of been on a roll with the wins this year, and he's been having some great performance in that competition. So it could be possible. Let's see if we can. And he's also really high up in points right now. I think he took some skills wins just this past weekend. Yeah, he sweeps the skills challenge this past weekend. See, that was no event for stadiums. That was not the right tour. Arena. Okay, East has just been sleeping recently. That was not East either. Oh my god, there's been... Okay. Jacksonville. You didn't do the best in Jacksonville, but I guess... Oh, that was the Mud Show, that's why. Okay, well, you get the point, right? Todd has been on a roll with the skills challenge and the bicycles this year. Pretty consistently. Minneapolis, I think. Yeah. Honestly, I was not really leaning that way before. I'm gonna put Todd in here. I wouldn't be upset if he didn't make it, because I know he kind of lacks consistency. It's kind of varies from event to event, whereas someone like Bryce or Tony, or even like Corey, I guess, could be more consistent. So I could see Todd not making it, and I would honestly be fine with that. But I really think that Todd is a pretty confident pick there for the skills challenge, mainly because of the fact that, like, he has so consistently been placing high up, and that's kind of just like a telltale sign that this is last year's event, by the way. We're using that for a little bit of guidance. I feel like that's just kind of a telltale sign that I think Todd is gonna be a candidate here. Now we do have three drivers from Stadium East on this, which I could also see as a reason for maybe someone like Tony instead of Todd, or maybe even Chris. But I think overall this is a pretty solid skills lineup, and I'm pretty confident with this one. Moving on, everyone's least favorite World Finals competition. I mean, I'm not going to trash on it and say it's not fun, right? It's Monster Jam. Everyone loves to see Monster Jam trucks fly 45 feet in the air. There's zero denying that. That said, I think a lot of fans dislike it as being a world championship, which I can agree with. So, I can see that part of it. Right off the bat, it's really a given. You're not gonna have a high jump competition without Jim Kohler. Like, it's not possible. It's really not. Even if he's not the most consistent with air every season, he's gotta be there. Also Ryan's gotta be a pick, because he has won the past 2 high jump competitions. After Atlanta, dude, Bryce. If Bryce doesn't get an invite into the high jump competition after what he did in Atlanta, like, then I don't know what Feld's doing. Bryce has gotta be there, right? I think arenas are kind of a no-go here. Like, maybe Matt from something he did internationally or something, but I'd say probably not. They stopped inviting Kristen, because I know she had like the world record or whatever, but they completely stopped inviting her. Weston could be a pick, but I think because he doesn't really compete in stadiums, they don't really have anything to show for the fact that he does big air, so they probably won't want to invite him for that reason. It's just a point of guidance here from last year as well. That had Camden, and let's pull up the 2022 World Finals and see. Yeah, Bari's a no. I don't think Bari's gonna be there. Let's compare and contrast here and kind of see. Right, I want to look at them side by side to kind of see what drivers have always been at that high jump competition, so I can kind of get a point of reference here for who I think is going to be invited regardless. So we have Camden here. We have no Camden in 2021, but we did have Camden here. So I think I'll give it to Camden here. Especially after Arlington with that full send he did, I think Camden is a fair pick for high jump. Even like San Diego, he had some huge air. So welcome Monster Truck Michaela to the stream. Welcome. So I think Camden is a fair pick there. So that's half the lineup done. Tyler, right? Well, I was thinking Tyler, and I was thinking like there's no way they don't do a Gravedigger, but there's only been a Gravedigger once, and it was Kristen. So I was thinking it's kind of a given there would be a Gravedigger, but maybe not. So Todd LeDuc was there, World Finals 20. He was there World Finals 21. He was not there last year. So maybe that would take Todd out of the runnings there. And honestly, Todd, he's not really been getting any air this year, so I don't know. I'm going to say no to Todd. Again, if any of you guys want to help me make predictions or like put in your own input, and say who you personally think will be invited, go right ahead. I love to hear some extra feedback, and I think it could kind of help us find a point of guidance here for what we're going to be saying for this. It would be such a funny pick, but honestly, I feel like Matt Pagliarulo is perfectly eligible, dude. Like Atlanta and just some of the random shows throughout the year. You'll just be watching freestyle, all of a sudden Matt just comes out of nowhere and just launches the truck like 40 feet in the air. Hello? Like, what? Like, so I don't know, Matt, dude, it's kind of funny. Like, I don't know. He'll have like middle of the pack freestyle sometimes, and then he'll just come out of the gate the next day and just launch it like all the way. I'm like, what? So I don't know. Maybe. Oh, nice. Tucson is far. I've only been there like twice my whole life. Yeah. Maybe Corey. Was Corey there last year? No. Corey was there up until last year. Oh, that's rough. You know what? I think I'll say, what's his face? Cole Stevens. Corey, maybe. I think it's possible, but I don't know how much I would believe it. I think Colt is a possibility. Alright, guys, give me just 1 second here as I try to do something. Alright, Legion, I'm sorry. I'm back. I had to take a call really quick. Back to the action. Whew. Yeah, these are all stadium drivers, so I think arenas are a no-go here. It's so tough, though, to kind of make a choice for this. Like, who's even had Big Air this year? Adam. Has Adam ever... No, Adam's never been in a high jump, but... I don't know. Even Charlie Pawkins had some huge air, but I don't think they're gonna have him in a sub competition like that. I want to say Tyler or Adam, but I don't know. The thing with and I know this probably wouldn't influence Monster Jam's decisions very much, but the CRCs and the Team Scream trucks don't get very high up. Like, Corey placed 5th here. Corey placed 5th here, or 4th? 4th there. Why are there only 7? And Corey wasn't even there last year. So, generally the trucks don't seem to perform as well as the others do. So that's why I'm kind of like on edge with that. But I know that probably wouldn't influence their decision, so I don't know. It's kind of like a tough choice to kind of come to there. Sorry, I was just checking some settings. I really want to say Matt Pagliarulo, and I know it's such a funny pick, but dude, he's had some wicked air this year. Like, I'm sorry, But if Matt Pagliarulo makes high jump, that will make my entire year. Like that would be the best thing ever. We gotta say it. I'm locking it in. Matt Pagliarulo for high jump. Gosh, I might regret that later. Honestly, I don't see any other indies going. It's just gonna be Fell from here. I feel like I have to say Tyler, right? Yeah. I don't think there's any. I can't speak either. I don't think there's any way Tyler doesn't get high jump, right? He has to. Yeah. See, you know what's up to. I think that Tyler's a great pick there. Gosh, who would the last one be? Like, I really don't think I'm gonna say Todd. Like, even in Atlanta, he didn't even do a Leduc leave, dude. Like, he has not been airing it out this year. Like, he has some cool saves and stuff, but he needs to work on his air badly. He's not making high jump. Honestly, from there, my last real solid pick would probably be Adam. Honestly, I feel like Adam would be the most likely. I don't think John Gordon would be a bad pick, but I don't think he's done anything this year that would make them choose him over these other drivers. Not because he can't get big air, but he hasn't had anything particularly bigger than other drivers in his lineup. So I don't think that he would. I could be wrong, right? That's just what I think. But there's no right answer to that. And I think it's possible, but I don't think it's gonna be my guess. Or my prediction, I guess. It's really between Corey and Adam right now. I'm gonna let you guys decide on this one. Corey or Adam, which one? Corey Rummel or Adam Anderson? I'm just gonna sit here and let you guys make that decision because I honestly think it could really go either way. And with the way that they pick some of these competitions, it's completely oddball sometimes. Like, no one saw John Zimmer Jr. coming for, Oh, that's true. Adam did have huge air at the Superstar. But they want to do 2. How would they go from having 0 Gravediggers to 2? I don't know. But honestly, I think that's true. And I could see why they would have such a massive change in roster. Because, Tom was even there last year? Oh, wait, yeah. Huh. Well, Cynthia's not driving this year, so I don't see her going. Nick's had a pretty rough season. I don't see him going. And Kayla hasn't really had any particular air. Matt has. And Matt is such an oddball pick, but not really any more than I think Nick was. I think Matt's a fair choice. It's just like, I don't think it's gonna be very likely, but I think it's possible. Kayla could be a pick, but I don't think it's as likely as we probably think. There's not really any point to have this open anymore. I might close this. Will I need this? No. This was just for the announcement, I think, mostly. Alright. Main field. Actually, I could have done with having that to check. I think it's Blake and Ryan are confirmed so far. I'll highlight the ones that are confirmed as we go along. I want to say it's Ryan and Blake. Is it not revealed here? No. Well, it's just been in their social section again. I want to say it's Ryan and Blake that are confirmed right now. Yeah, Blake Granger's going. Because apparently international champion was a thing this year. And yeah, Ryan got confirmed all the way back at like Seattle. Alright. Yeah, so we're gonna right off the bat, we're going to say Ryan Anderson, Blake Granger, because we already know for sure. Then we're going to start doing our predictions. I'm going to put all the fairly obvious ones out of the way. The ones that are, like, guaranteed to be there, like, regardless of everything, I'm just going to write them down right off the bat, because, yeah. Tristan. 100% Tristan. I've noticed a pattern that, in general, over the years, world champions are guaranteed to be reinvited. From what I could tell. Kayla Houston Show 3? Maybe. Like, I know she did get big air. I don't think it stands out over the others that we've seen. Who's leading? Oh. This is a rough one, but I'll say Matt Cody for now. I'm really not writing. I don't want to write Kristen. I know she's going to get invited, but I don't want to write it, dude. Because, like, no offense to her or anything, but, like, she's just not at the level of competition that you need for the World Finals. And her World Finals freestyle last year really proved that. Like, I don't want to be mean, but I think anyone would agree. Like, Kristen's World Finals freestyle run last year, like, it was just boring, dude. There was no air, no technicality, like not even like a backflip, which, like, at this point, if you're not gonna have a crash or a save, like, you at least gotta have a backflip in there. Like, no air, no crash, no save, and no backflip. That's not a world freestyle. So I really don't want to write her name down, but God, the odds of her going are so unfortunately high that it's insane. Oops, what happened there? Again, I'm just writing the kind of obvious ones down right off the bat. It's gonna get a little bit harder when it starts to thin down. Todd's like 3rd place in standings right now, which is incredible to me. Jim Kohler. There's no way they're going to end Jim Kohler's streak. Jim Kohler's the only driver in all of Monster Jam to go to every World Finals. They're not going to take that away. Like, I know Feld messes up, but they're not going to mess up that bad. Cole Steven, reigning World Freestyle Champion. He's 100% going to be there. Alright. Chris. Chris and Corey are like 100%, dude. Let's see if it picks up on the number pattern or not. Is it not going to? Okay, that's annoying. We're gonna do this one by hand then, because I don't know. I want to say Joe Foley. I really do. Bari. I hate having to do this whole thing by hand. Armando. I have an odd gut feeling that they're gonna invite Jamie Sullivan because I feel like that just happens. Like, she made it to the Superstar somehow. It just feels like they're going to end up doing that again. But I'm not going to write her because she's not my personal prediction. But because I know this isn't a wish list. And I'm trying to be realistic. But at the same time, I don't want to write something that's so obviously not the right decision. But I don't know. Okay, our space is thinning out quick. We already only have room for 5 more drivers. Kayla's gotta go, right? Actually, you know what would be huge to have right now? Cody. I'm not really sure about these 4 right now. just because of where the competition is at this year. I don't think David Olfert's gonna get an invite, to be honest. Like, he's one of my favorite drivers, and I like watching him, but I feel like he's been lacking this year compared to what he's done in the past. And he's had some good runs and stuff, but I think overall his performance has been a lot rougher, so I'm kind of on edge about him right now. I want to say Dalton really bad. Like, really badly. Okay, yeah, Kristen's gonna go. I don't know. I think Kristen's probably gonna get an invite. I want to keep all the Gravediggers together, so I'm gonna move Colt to the next page. Why are you smaller? Oh, right. 13, 40, 50. We only have room for 3 more. Okay. Joe, right? Alright. Everyone, bring it in. Bring in everyone. Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. Yes or no? What do we think? As fans, we all know we want Joe Foley to get an invite. We all know if it was up to us, Joe Foley would go. Let's think realistically. Let's put on our felled glasses here, and let's think for a second. Joe Foley, yes or no? We gotta collaborate for this one. Personally, I think with the number of wins he's had this year and the the amount of recognition he gets from fans, I personally think Joe Foley is going to get an invite. I need to ask you guys, what do you guys think? Joe Foley, yes or no? And I'm honestly not sure if anyone here is active in chat or not, or just watching. But, yeah. Alright, yeah. You're still here. That's good. Joe can go? Yeah. I think it's such a hard thing to really 100% decide on, but he has to. He has to get an invite. Right? There's no way they don't invite Joe. I feel like he has to. Right? I think I'm gonna put Joe. It's a tough decision, but it's gotta be Joe. Now my font's being weird. Or my, like, text size. Room for 2 more. Ooh. Alright, yeah, we do have all those leaders. I want to say Dalton. What do you guys think the likelihood of Dalton going is? Like, I want him to go, but I think the odds of them inviting Dalton are not super high. Or the odds of Team Throttle Monster actually accepting an invite would be super high. I don't know. I think Flying Ryan, though, could be a pick. Gosh, dude, now it's getting hard. And I was thinking Charlie Pauken, too. With them inviting Blake, I feel like it would be possible for Charlie Pauken to get an invite. That doesn't mean they're going to have one, though. They could do different body styles. They could do something like that. Like, I think Armando's going regardless, but I don't think that that's going to be a reason that Joe can't. I don't know. God, it's getting hard now. Alright. Here's my point that I'm stuck at. Right now I'm at Flying Ryan, Dalton, Kayla. Flying Ryan, Dalton, and Kayla. And only 2 of them can be picks. Between Flying Ryan, Dalton, and Kayla. Gosh. I think Flying Ryan would have to be the one. And it's not because he's bad. Like, he's a good driver, but the level of competition this year, like, it's been so tight that I don't think they had one through those years. Yeah. I also just don't really think they had a good enough driver that could have gone alongside Armando. Like, I could have seen Elvis going, but he was never that insane, so I don't know. Oh, gosh. This is difficult. I don't think Tony's going to get an invite just because he's too low. Oh, but Charlie, too. Ryan, Charlie, Kayla, Dalton. Alright. Let's think smaller scale here. Dalton Widener. Right? I think Dalton... I think I'd say maybe not to Ryan Disharoon. I think Ryan Disharoon will end up being like Cole Vennard, where he got an invite in 2018 and then didn't get another invite for a couple more World Finals. I think that's going to be kind of what Flying Ryan's dealing with, where it's kind of an on and off thing to get invited. Not because he's a bad driver. Like, not at all. But I don't think he's, like, up there enough to really get an invite with how tight things are. Oh, that is true. They could give him Max. Especially with it being a World Finals and drivers getting special trucks. Did I not say Kayla in this whole thing yet? Because I think Kayla has to. Okay, what size is this? I'm just going to resize everything. 22. Everything here 22 right now. Oh, and it got shifted up for some reason. So it's Dalton, Flying Ryan, or Chucky. What do we think? Dalton, Flying Ryan, and Charlie Pauken. Realistically, I think Charlie Pauken would be the pick, but with him just being international right now, I don't think that they would do that. I'm very confident about the rest of this. Like, I think this is all going to be correct. I think this is all going to be correct. This one last spot, I think, is where I could go wrong. I am perfectly confident with every other choice I've made that this is all correct and this is all correct. But this one spot is where I think things will go wrong. And I would probably personally choose Charlie, but it's just because he's been strictly international that I really don't know. Oh, I'm surprised they even posted this event, dude. My bad. Oh. Oh, Charlie didn't do so good in Birmingham. I want to say Dalton, but I don't think they would choose Dalton. That's the thing. Like, again, if it was like my choice, if it was like that, then I would say Dalton, but I don't know. Here's the thing. With how badly okay, actually I think I have this figured out. Everyone last year really badly wanted Little Zim to go. They didn't invite Little Zim. Everyone was really upset, and then they put him in the skills challenge. I'm gonna guess that that's what's gonna happen with Dalton. Dalton is not gonna get main field. He's gonna get only skills, just like what happened last year to Lil Zim. So instead, we're gonna see Dalton in skills, and then see someone else in main field. Gosh. Yeah. I really think Charlie could be a pick here. What is this? Why is that pinned to my taskbar? I think... Oh shoot, where'd my PowerPoint go? Why is it gone? Hold on. Now I gotta find out where that went. Charlie would drive Megalodon. And with Corey and Charlie both being in Megalodon, and Todd, God, that's a lot of Megalodons though. So I was gonna say they would just give him like Megalodon Fire or something, with Fire and Ice seemingly returning this year. Obviously with the new news for Fire and Ice Gravediggers and the Fire and Ice Diecast back. But that's a good point. Flying, oh god, but like Flying Ryan, but Dalton. Are they gonna invite Dalton? Okay, the one thing I'm stuck on is Dalton gonna get a main field or no? That's the one thing that I really need to figure out here. Yes or no to Dalton getting invited main field, because that's the one thing that's getting me stuck right now. Yes or no to Dalton main field. Because I feel like if yes, then that would make sense. But if not, then it's rough. Probably pit party displays. Hang on, let me find it. But where? That's my question. Why are we in the... Why is the diecast getting shoved in our faces? This is a shop, isn't it? Am I crazy? Schedule. Wait, where though? That's my question. Forgot about Mason Paul. Honestly, like, I want Dalton to get main field, but I really think it's going to be a Lil Zim repeat, and he just ends up getting skills. So, here's what I'm going to do. Because with the way that this is, we don't really know enough to make a for sure decision. So here's what I'm going to say. If international... So, Charlie Hawkin, if international get invites, if not, Ryan Disher. That's going to be my final say. Because we don't know if the international field is going to get invited or not. And there's not really a way for me to know. So I can't make a surefire decision on that either. And I think for the sake of that, it's fair to say if international's allowed beyond Blake Granger, which I think is just because they wouldn't have a max D otherwise, I'll say Charlie Pauken. If international's not an option, then I'm going to say Flying Ryan. I don't think Dalton's getting main field. I think Dalton's getting skills. Just because that's what they did with Lil Zim, and that's just... I feel like that's just their thing to do with the indies everyone loves that are in arenas. Alright. How are we liking this, guys? Let's do it from the top here. Skills. We have Ryan Anderson, I'm so much louder than I thought I was. We have Ryan Anderson, Camden Murphy, Tyler Menninga, Weston Anderson, Tristan, Armando, Todd, Dalton. Is there anything we want to change with skills? Oh shoot, I never put it back. That's so funny, I forgot about that. Alright, anyway. What was that? Oh yeah, I was getting the thing pulled back up and I just completely forgot. Alright, yeah, skills. Ryan, Camden, Tyler, Weston, Tristan, Armando, Todd, Dalton. Do we like skills or should we change something? Yes or no? Yes or no to do we like it? If we don't like it, let's try to work out a change. If we do like it, which I think it's pretty accurate, we'll stick with it. So yes or no with the skills challenge lineup. I'll give you guys a couple minutes here, or I guess a few seconds or a couple seconds, I don't know, to kind of look at that skills lineup and make a choice of whether or not you think this is a good pick for the lineup. So what do you guys think? Yes or no to that skills lineup? If not, we'll see what needs to change. But I think it's pretty accurate. My computer fans are like making a beat right now. They just do that sometimes. I'm not sure about the stream delays either. In the meantime, let's take a look at some guitar picks. Guitar picks. Looks like a... The timing on that was so perfect. I'm sorry. Because you were responding to the skills challenge, and at the same time you were responding to that, I said, look at the guitar pick, and then you said it looks like a good pick. That was funny. I'm sorry. The timing was incredible. Alright. High jump! High jump I'm not very confident about. If there's anywhere that I went completely wrong, it was high jump. Because I feel like there's not even a way to really come up with a definite answer for this one. It's so oddball who they... Gravedigger. Oops. My bad. What are you doing? Why did it just teleport? What? That was... I don't know what's going on right now. Alright. Let's try that again. High jump. We have Jim Kohler, Ryan Anderson, Tyler Menninga, Adam Anderson, Bryce Kenny, Camden Murphy, Colt Stevens, and Matt Pagliarulo. Random odds, yep. What do you guys think about high jump here? Again, the high jump is so random that, like, I don't know. Like, this could all be completely false. But I think in general, like, if I personally was making the lineup, this is what I would decide. I don't know if that's what Feld would decide, and that's why I need your guys' help to kind of see, was this just me being crazy, or was this correct? Is there any protest to the high jump? I could see Matt Pagliarulo being one that would be less likely, but I think some of his random full sends this year, I think either him or Nick or Mike would have to get an invite. But you guys are here to tell me if that's correct or incorrect or whatever. So let me know, what do we think about high jump? Good, bad, could it use some change, or is it good as is? Because I feel like there's not really a right answer for high jump. Like, I don't know, Fel just does, like, they make whatever picks they want with high jump sometimes. So I don't know. Jim has to. If Jim doesn't get a high jump invite, that's stupid. Ryan, Adam, Tyler, I don't know. Tyler and Adam, maybe not. Maybe not Adam specifically, but I feel like he's a good enough driver to get an invite there. But it's up to you guys. Again, let you guys think over that a high jump lineup. If we think that's good, I think we're going to roll with that. Because I'm pretty... I don't know how confident I am in it, but I'm satisfied with that being the high jump lineup if that is what it would be. But again, there's not really any saying if it is or isn't. I just think that would be a good high jump lineup. I know we were talking about high jump a lot earlier and how we wanted Corey to be there, which I think if anyone's going to end up replacing Matt, it could be Corey. But I feel confident with this one. It just feels like the right answer. Sorry. One or two differences, yeah. Because I feel like high jump's so random that you can't make a solid prediction for high jump. Actually, let's see if I can find last year's prediction stream. Let's see if I can't do that. World Finals predictions. Oh, dude, I forgot about the Sneak Peek Sunday thing. Some bad news about this channel. I don't remember there being any bad news about this channel. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what else it could have been. I want to find it because I want to see how wrong I was that time, but oh man, yeah, I don't know. Alright. Never mind. Well, that's kind of everything that there is to cover about today. I'm pretty happy with these lineups. Main field was rough. I mean, main field, there's always the obvious picks, but it gets really difficult at some point when you just don't know who the right answer is going to be. And that it always happens in the last few spots, and that kind of happened again today. I'm pretty confident with everything except that bottom spot, but I think if Charlie Pawkin's not an option, they'll probably choose Ryan Disharoon. I could see Dalton Widener or Too Tall going, but I don't see Feld giving them the invites or them accepting the invites, whichever side the decision gets passed on to. Like, either Feld won't invite them or they won't accept it. It doesn't seem like we'd be seeing them there. And I could be wrong. I'd love to be wrong. But just by my prediction, I think we're not going to see Team Throttle Monster in the main field, which could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, that's my full stream for today. Thanks for watching, and like I said, guys, I could not be any more excited. This is my first time ever attending a Monster Jam World Finals, so I cannot wait. I mean, 1 month left, like pretty much to the day. 1 month from today, I'm on the road. Man. Alright. Yeah, World Finals, here we come. Never said that before, but I'm so glad to be saying it now. I cannot wait. This is going to be awesome. And you know, something's just all that more fun about making predictions about an event you're actually going to be attending. And I can't wait. This event is going to be awesome. I'll be seeing you guys there if you're going to be out there. I know, Michaela, you're probably going to be out there. Monster Jam California, you live out there as well. You're probably going to be out there. So, yeah, anyone else that's going to be going, I'll see you guys out there. I'll be out there in the pit party, and I'll be recording every part of the event that I can, including skills, high jump, stunt, racing, freestyle, everything. I know I just started saying things really fast. I don't really know why, to be honest. Like, I feel like sometimes I just stutter on my words, and it kind of feels empowering when I don't mess up my sentence for once, and I just started talking really fast. Happy with myself for not messing up. But, yeah. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Hopefully. Superstar was awesome. I said Superstar would be awesome. Superstar was awesome. I cannot wait for World Finals. Hopefully, World Finals 23 is more like World Finals 21 than like World Finals 22. We don't want another World Finals 22. We want to get that out of here. We don't want another World Finals 19. That was no good. If we could get another World Finals 20, another World Finals 21, another World Finals 18, that would be awesome. So I'm hoping coming into this event that it will be amazing. And I can't wait for my first ever World Finals. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. And you know what? I'll see you guys in just 10 days at Monster Jam in State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Any of you attending that event, I will see you there. Cannot wait to go. Thank you all for coming to the stream. And I'll see you